Hi everybody, this is Elenbaas from Nightlight Astrology, and this is my 2020 Kickstarter campaign. Every year for the past 6 years, I've written daily horoscopes, almost 300 plus days of the year. So this is an offering that I have been creating for a long time. I'm really passionate about it. And every year for the last 40 days of the year, I raise money from all the people who read all the content that I write or who watch the videos that I make, and try to gather as much support as I can for another full year of writing daily horoscope content and making daily video blogs year-round. So 2019 was an incredibly successful year for us thanks to all of your support. We met a lot of our goals, from continuing to build our community projects through our yoga studio to continuing to educate ourselves with in our own private studies, and you also helped create a lot of scholarship funds for people who otherwise couldn't afford to take our classes. So it was just a huge outpouring of support, and we put that to really good work this past year. This past fall of 2019 has been a huge time of transition for us. After going on 9 years of operating our yoga studio, we have decided that it's time for us to close shop, to focus even more intensely on the two things that we really love most. Yoga is like the pulse of our life, so that'll never be gone, and we'll always try to keep producing yoga content, but we're switching gears to focus almost entirely on herbal medicine and astrology. So what you're going to be seeing in the year ahead is a lot more herbal content, and some occasional yoga content being streamed into all of the work that I do. My wife will be participating in that with a new YouTube channel that she's starting for the production of all herbal and yoga content. My channel will remain focused on astrology, but you're going to see crossovers where my wife and I do a lot of work together on herbs and looking at planets and plants together. The other main goal that we have this year, as we do every single year, is to support my horoscopes at a very basic rate of $25 a day for the year. I usually produce between 250 and somewhere over 300 horoscopes on the year, video blogs, written content, daily postings, etc. So we try to support that at a basic level, and then beyond that we pour a lot of what we receive from all of you into scholarships, because all that we do is always available for people by donation if they can't afford it. So all of our training programs work that way, and we really can't provide that as an opportunity for people without the funds that we raise every year at this time. For probably the last 5-6 years of doing this full time, I've had a really nice routine for myself where I wake up in the morning, I greet the altar, I do my japa chanting, I read sacred scriptures, I take a while to prepare my notes, do some research. It's a full-on regimen for me every day, and that's been like the cornerstone of my practice of writing horoscopes. But in July of 2018, we had another little child. My daughter Summer came into the picture, and that has just thrown such a curveball in my daily practices. So I think the past year I've done the most growth as a horoscope writer that I've ever done, because my schedule has had to become more flexible, and I've had to start thinking as well about how to start teaching my kids about spirituality, teaching my kids about what I do, about the planets and the plants that my wife and I work with. And so that's been a challenge for me, because a lot of my creative process has had to kind of evolve. So as always, every year, if you're one of my readers and clients out there who can support my work, I really appreciate it, and there are some really cool rewards that you can choose when you do that. So the most basic is that I offer a few different year ahead readings, which is a great way of just checking in on what your 2020 is going to be like. I make those personally for each person, and I have a great time doing it, and I've been checking in with some of you for years now during this Kickstarter reward campaign every year, so it's a joy. I hope some of you will come back, and new people too. I hope you'll check it out. The other main reward that you can always choose is there's a variety of different courses that my wife and I lead, so you can choose a variety of our different online training programs and get greatly discounted tuition as a reward for your donation. My number one goal is to help people find a sense of spiritual at-homeness in their life. And to me, there's no way that I can do that for other people unless I'm pairing my research, my writing, my presentations with my own daily spiritual practice. I think one of the main things that I probably offer to others that's valuable is just that I'm actually trying to live a spiritual life as much as I can, and trying to pour that into these horoscopes that I make. So thank you again, and I hope that you will continue to support my work in 2020 and help me reach the goal of 420 backers this year. Thanks, everyone.